Welcome back to Giggleboys. I'm your host, Eli Halpern.
And I'm Mike Eaton.
And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Bill Dawes.
Hey, how you guys doing? Good to be here.
Great
Dude.
to have you. I just realized my obesity is going to interfere
not
with our eye
obese.
contact. By the numbers, it's. I love it.
You're obese, I'll say it.
Yeah. It's fine.
Dude, you're one of my favorite comedians.
Really?
Yeah.
You clearly haven't seen me in the past couple of years.
I did form that opinion over 3 years ago.
Thank you, man.
You may have hit the curve. I don't know.
Every
no,
comic does.
You were like the first comedian that I met in LA, or at least talked to. I stalked you on social media because you were doing the Tucker Max's
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's fun.
the interviews for like the movie promo.
Did
And
you
I
go
was
to
like-
Did you go to one of those screenings for the Tucker Max movie?
No.
I hope they serve beer in hell. Yeah,
No,
but you
yeah.
read the book, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me into a worse person. I was
It didn't make
like,
anyone you a better person, that's for sure.
I was like 18 years old. I wasn't really a bad kid. And then I was like, wait, you can just be mean to people and they'll have sex with you?
You can shit on chicks and they'll want to fuck you?
I was like, this guy's lying. Tucker Max is lying. And then I tried it and I was like, ooh, that feels mean just saying. And then they loved it. And I was like, this is fucked
Wait
up.
a
This is a
second.
fucked
Yeah.
up world we live in.
Yeah. Look, I'm not espousing being emotionally or verbally abusive to women. But there are certain women, based on their childhood trauma, that it triggers them to want to fuck you for whatever reason.
And those are for sure the best in bed.
Yes,
Or whatever.
probably. Or maybe, allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely like some kind of math equation for like how broken you are as a kid to how good you fuck later in life.
Absolutely.
For
There's
sure.
no doubt about it. I mean, the whole and I do a bit about the smacked about like the whole daddy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just turned daddy. I mean, maybe you guys have been called daddy before. I never got daddy until like 2 years ago. Like when I turned 40, like daddy became like, all of a sudden a girl was like, "Can I call you daddy?" I'm like, yeah, like sure, like why not? And she was a nice girl. She's not fucked up. She just at one point I go, "Wow, we should talk about your daddy issues." She goes, "I don't have daddy issues. My dad's dead." I'm like, "That's the biggest daddy issue."
Dude, I used to try to go. Well, I tell girls to call me master if they ask to call me daddy,
Jesus.
and they're always like, "No."
Yeah. God.
Just be careful of that word, Eli, for you in particular.
Yeah. Dude, I had a girl that was like my receptionist for a few years that I ended up banging, but I knew her dad because I had like picked her up for work before. And then we were banging and she called me daddy and I was like, "You mean Greg?"
That's
Like,
fucking
I know
funny.
him.
Have you said that on stage? That's
No.
great. I love that.
No.
I say my own name during sex.
You probably your full name, right? Eli Halpern.
William Elijah Halpern.
Yeah, my roommate's like, "Why are you always screaming your name?" I'm getting laid.
Someone's gotta. Oh, that's terrible.
I knew a girl who gave Anthony Michael Hall a BJ, and he kept saying, "You like sucking Anthony Michael Hall's dick?" I don't know why. I heard that when I was like 22 years old. It's probably
They
bullshit.
both had a mouthful. That's a lot to say.
I can't do dirty talk. I just think of like saying funny shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey, I want to skin you alive and wear you as a suit while I masturbate in the mirror." I'm not gonna say that.
Certain girls might come if you say that. You never know.
I don't want to talk at all. If it was up to me, I would just be like alone in the dark, just kind of just like. That's my ideal cum.
Wait, who's making you come? Your hands are like this, and you're alone in the dark.
Whoever's
Just your
there.
mind?
My wife, hopefully.
It's auto blow too.
Yeah, my wife or my auto blow. One or the other.
What is an auto blow? Is that a thing?
It is a robotic
there's-
pocket pussy. We
Oh,
just
really?
talked about it on the last
It's a
episode.
pocket mouth though.
Is that going to be a new sponsor?
No,
No.
I bought it at the
That'd be
beginning of
nice.
the pandemic
Oh, it's a
and loved it.
pocket mouth.
Yeah, and it's got a motor in it so that it actually sucks your dick. But the selling point on it is that they fed like 2 million blowjob scenes into a computer like AI machine learning program to program the best blowjob. And so I was like,
Look, I believe that 100%. I believe it's the best blowjob. But the problem is, after you come and you're holding that goddamn gadget in your hand, you must feel like the biggest piece of garbage.
oh, here's it was worse. So this is what I used my
I feel
first
that way with
stimulus
women
check on.
anyways.
I bought the auto blow, I bought VR goggles, and I bought a massage chair.
Oh my God.
So I would just sit there like
That
I
must
had
have been.
my goggles on. It's just, but the worst part is I had to make for sure my door is locked.
Dude, fuck
'Cause I got-
canned beans. This is a fucking.
I
Whoa.
got noise canceling headphones in. I got the goggles on, so it's just.
Okay, so the
That's
question
how you
is,
doomsday prep.
how do you go back from that?
Yeah,
You can't come unless you're getting a massage and a fucking VR. Jesus Christ, how do you just like jerk off to YouPorn after that?
no,
There's a good chance he got caught masturbating many times and has no idea.
yeah, right.
There's gonna be a whole generation of children that happens to.
For sure.
Oh my God. I haven't done the VR porn yet, but I've heard people do it. Like, once you do it, you can't go back.
Oh
Just
yeah,
regular
so I got
TV.
an Oculus Go
Yeah.
a little bit ago, and man, VR porn is a game changer. It's like she's like looking at you like you're. I don't know, man. After that, I was like, should I call her? Like,
I don't remember who it is,
felt
but
like a
someone has
connection.
like a great joke about the problem with VR porn is that when you like turn over, you just see a guy crying in the corner.
Fahim Anwar has a joke where he's like, I'm getting older. I'm thinking about like buying a house. He's like, I'm like going like, wow, look at this. Look at the crown molding, you know?
Yeah, he's in the VR porn looking at the houses.
so most of the VR porn videos you have to pay to get, which
Yeah.
I'm not going to go that
What?
far. But they have like 2 to 3 minute previews, and that has never been a problem.
Who needs more than 2 to 3 minutes?
I usually have like
Thank you.
65 tabs opened up, and I'm just switching between one like some pervert in the Matrix.
Oh my gosh.
Spank Bang has everything. I don't know what you're talking. They have
Spank Bang?
Yeah, spankbang.com.
Is that a VR one?
No, it's just all. It's a porn tube.
I've
It's-
never
it's
heard
I
of
feel like a
porn, but better.
boomer. Spank, tell me more about it.
Yeah,
It's not YouPorn. It's called Spank Bang.
yeah, spankbang.com. They have
Okay.
everything. They have
Yeah.
every category, full 4K.
How is it different than YouPorn?
It's just better made. It's
Okay.
the difference between like YouTube and Live Leak kind of thing.
Okay.
It's different.
I'm not convinced. Pornhub has everything.
Yeah, but Pornhub only has like the previews and,
And-
shit,
and
and,
you
they
can-
want
no,
to
it
make you
doesn't.
pay.
Pornhub, and you can hover over the thumbnail, and
Everywhere
it gives you a
has
little.
that. Who doesn't have
YouTube
that?
doesn't have that.
Well, who's jerking off to YouTube? Are you 8? Like,
I don't want to get started on Elsagate.
yeah.
I have a feeling that this podcast always evolves into masturbation stories. Is that true?
We've talked
No?
about the auto blow and the baldo on like almost every.
What's the
episode.
baldo?
It's a ball dildo. You can.
Oh, you put your ball and you fuck people with your balls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
Oh, yeah, I
DP
forgot
at
about
once.
Wow. I don't think my balls swing low enough to do that.
Yeah. Kids these days are too horny. They're just coming up with too much stuff.
Yeah, there's all this stuff about people sexualizing children. Kids are just being whores.
Yeah. Also, I never needed to be sexual. I started jerking off at 7.
That's true.
Right?
7.
That's-
I mean, yeah, whatever age you guys did.
Whatever's normal, right,
yeah,
guys?
yeah. 17. Yeah.
I just remember, I think I started jerking off at 12. From like 12 to 14, nothing came out.
Yeah.
And then I started coming, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a problem now.
Yeah. There's cleanup to deal with now.
My
Yeah.
first nut was like definitely the first one possible. Like I was just trying it every day, and then one day it worked. It was like, yeah.
Isn't it a weird thing? They don't tell kids that. Not like your grade school teachers say, listen, when you first jerk off, you're just going to have tingly feely and feel weird. Then there's going to be a big explosion. But like so much, because I remember when that happened to me, same thing. I was like jerking off and I'm like, ooh. And then I shot a load and I thought I was sick. I like
Yeah.
ran out of the room.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
It's scary. And no one tells you, like, hey, also, you can't just, like, shoot it on the wall. It doesn't go away. You can't just, like, put it in a sock and put it in your hamper and not expect it to become a solid.
But see, I don't know, because I always like you know how like when you're a kid and you have like an ant and you go like this, it just kind of like evaporates if
Yeah.
you rub it. I thought that's how cum was. So I jizzed on all my blankets and towels. I never cleaned up. My poor mom, she never shamed me. I'm sure my sheets were like cardboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she never said, "Bill, what are you doing? You're going to rot in hell."
Right? My mom never said that, but I didn't do laundry. Like,
Yeah. That's probably we have healthy sex drives because we weren't shamed for masturbating constantly.
thanks,
Dude, I just
Mom.
remembered when I was like 17, I had a bunch of jizz socks like under my bed.
Yeah, people jizz in their sock. That's
And
so
my
weird.
dad was like, hey, there's sugar in semen and it attracts ants.
That's so funny.
And I was like,
That was his problem. It was like, listen, the ants are gonna be a problem with you jizzing in your fucking tube socks.
Yeah. My problem was that I just kept losing pairs of socks. So none of my socks matched because one was just all cummed up.
I never
always.
got the whole jizz into a sock. Do you put the sock over your dick and
Yeah.
jerk it?
Well, just at the end. Because it's like, what, you're going to do it in a fucking Kleenex? Where do you know
No,
what,
just
what, you're
fucking
holding it
in
up like
the
a
air and
target?
it flies and it evaporates. Your mom never talks to
don't
you
your
about it.
in-laws watch this?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're my biggest fans.
yeah.
These are just coming of age
Awesome.
tales. No pun intended. Boo.
So are you going to move to Austin?
I'm already partially here.
Hell yeah.
I'm like I'm between. I have my place in LA, my little shithole there, and I have a nicer place, which is cheaper in Cedar Park.
Yeah.
Not to brag about being in Cedar Park, guys. Even people in Austin are like, where the fuck is Cedar Park?
I know it because they have all of the like chains are up there. Like if you want to go.
Yeah, I live
to,
inside a Target, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the HEB Center up there is pretty good. The concert place.
Oh,
When
okay.
that shit comes back,
Yeah.
they have good. I saw Train there, and the Revivalists were opening for them, and I
Yeah.
didn't realize that Train was more than one person. So me and my friend are walking in, and this old couple's like, "Oh, hey, we just did the meet and greet. You guys should take our passes and go meet Train." I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." So it's just the lead singer guy, and so I get up there with my friend. I was like, "Hey, Train, it's so nice to meet you." And he's like, "My name isn't Train." I'm like, "What? Then who are you?"
They'll be like calling
My name's
Robert
Ralph.
Plant-
What?
Plant-
Ralph?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know shit about Cedar Park. But where have
Yeah,
you been? Where have you been getting up at mostly?
Where did we go? I guess mostly Vulcan. I was doing the Green J for a while, but then I was like, I could keep doing this or I can kill myself.
Yeah.
Because that room is like, even when you do well, it just doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Although it's great. I mean, look, I'm not one of these guys like, I can't do this. But like, I love doing any show and I'll take any show. I'm not very aggressive about going after shows. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these guys who's like, hey, Mike, come on, Mike, put me on a show. You like me? I always feel like an asshole doing that. Although that's a good way to be as a comic. I think you should be pushy. You
It
know what I
works
mean?
for a lot of people.
I feel like an
can't do
asshole
it.
doing it as well, but I still do it.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean, it's good.
No one's gonna hand you shit in life. You gotta go and take it.
Yeah,
I got
particularly
two
as a
yesterday.
comic. Like, no one's just going to be like, if I'm funny, it'll come to me. Yeah, but you also have to fucking knock down some doors usually. you
Yeah,
know?
I didn't realize that until like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah. He kept asking me, like, why don't I ever get booked? I was like, you ever go anywhere and try to get booked? No. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so far us has been good. Like every time I ask for a spot, I usually get one or the next week or something like that. But
Yeah.
but if I don't ask, I'm like, how come no one's invited me to a show?
Yeah, dude, the comedy addiction cycle is insane. Like
Yeah.
if I crush one night, I'll be like, okay, cool. And then the next night, if I can't get on stage, I'll be like, I need to kill myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't live like this.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just a good time. You should just sit there and can you sit and just write? Is that something you're able to do? Some people can't.
No, I mean, that's not really. I just think of one thought at a time and write it down. I don't
Yeah.
like allocate chunks. I'm like writing a little bit throughout the day.
Yeah,
I think I calculated I write like 1.4 jokes a day for the last like 9 or 10 years.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you actually calculated that, then you should be spending more time fucking writing. 'Cause that takes work.
Well, I put them all on a private Twitter, so they're timestamped. And I
Oh,
just
you do?
divided that number by the amount of
God, the
days.
Twitter thing, man. I got really freaked out recently. Not like I'll get canceled because I was on SWAT. Nothing like that. But like, I get worried about what I posted years ago. Like,
Yeah.
I try to go back, it won't let you go back forever. You can only go back to a
won't.
certain point. And I'm wondering if like, I haven't found anything bad, but what if there's something I did in like 2010 that I forgot about? Where I dropped an N-bomb or some slur and totally forgot about it as a joke.
I deleted my whole old Twitter.
How do you do that?
So
I need to know right
I
now.
know.
I'm gonna do it right now. Fuck.
my first Twitter was the Mike Eaton, and then my second one I made like Mike Eaton comedy, and then I tried to combine them. And they're like, well, if you merge them, then this old Twitter goes away.
Yeah.
So then I merged them, and it erased all of my tweets from before like 2013,
Oh wow.
which was great.
So I have a story about Twitter. So I don't get too long in this story because this story will last the whole fucking podcast. But I got arrested in Egypt for suspicion of homosexuality. You know, Tuesday. Because I was fucking around on the pyramids the pyramids, first of all, fuck the pyramids.
Yeah.
You think
Whoa.
fuck you, Egypt in general. But like,
Yeah.
you think they're like, oh my God, the fucking pyramids. And you go there, they're kind of small. They're in a parking lot. You know, in the movies, they're like on a camel. They're going across the
Yeah.
Valley of the Kings. Like, oh, the pyramids. No, you drive in a fucking Kia Sorrento and you park right next to it. And you get like molested by a bunch of street vendors. And it's like fucking 50 feet tall. It's fucking fuck the pyramids.
So it's exactly like the Luxor in Vegas.
Exactly. Luxor's like much more majestic than the pyramids. And so I was kind of climbing up on the first rocks, and some cop was like whistling at me. And I was like, whatever, I had someone filming me. And then I came down, and there was some shit happening with the street vendors always grabbing at you. And the people who had my camera, they were so I said, hey, get away. And I like grabbed my phone from this guy that he was trying to take. The guy starts screaming at me. All these people start screaming like, oh my God, these guys are like fucking, I can't believe what they're doing. All these ruffians. Then the cops and the street vendors look the same. They're all in plain clothes. So also a badge comes out. I'm like, what the fuck is this? He goes, give me your phone. Give me your phone. I go, I'm not going to give you my phone. Give me your passport. I'm not going to give you my passport. And then he's like, he's got a fucking gun.
Jesus.
So here's my phone.
Yeah.
He goes to my phone. He looks through the photos. He looks at my Instagram. I have several pictures of me with my ass out in front of historical monuments. Because why not?
Yeah.
Like my first one, I think it was in front of Buckingham Palace.
Perfect.
You know, it's just like whatever. So they took that. They booked me. They bring me down to the precinct in Giza. And I'm there for 48 hours. They drive me to an interrogation chamber.
If the jail cells were
It's a
all
whole
pyramids.
fucking thing. But they go, at one point, I'm in this like room. It's like literally like what you see in the movies where you go into this like a decrepit building with like fucking a drop of water and like cement all broken and piping everywhere. And I go to this interrogation room with these three guys, and they literally like they're trying to figure out what to do with me. And they open up the Quran, like like dust is flying everywhere. And they're like, "Do you have pictures like this in front of the pyramids?" And I say, "Oh no." They go, "Were you going to do this in front of the pyramids?" And I said, like a fucking asshole, I go, "I thought about it," which I didn't think was enough to get you. Oh yes, it is. Yes, it is. So they were like, "Oh, you thought about you were that's your point." I was like, "No. So why'd you say that? I was just kidding." Why? Like they didn't understand. They said, "Have you posted anything anti-Islamic on your Twitter?" Because all they knew about was like my social media, right? They kept going like, oh, verified. Ooh, verified. I don't know. Maybe that meant like they couldn't kill me because I was verified.
Thank God.
I have absolutely posted shit that is anti-Islam on Twitter, and not like anti-Islam, like I hate Islam, but it's a bullshit religion. That's all. So it's just dumb. So. And they're like they're going to my Twitter, and they're like scrolling. I'm going, holy shit. And then it stops because they have the worst fucking Wi-Fi in Egypt. It's like literally, it would take them hours to get past like 20 tweets. And if they'd gone back to like a year ago, it wasn't, I reposted something Bill Maher tweeted about Islam. Or I said something like, maybe instead of like, just realize Islam's a stupid religion. Just something like that. And if they'd found that, I would have been dead. Seriously.
Yeah.
They actually told me, I said, what if I take a picture in front of the pyramids? They said, well, the Quran says we would have sliced your ass off. And I go,
That's pretty gay.
I go, yeah. I go, nah. And they go, yeah. Like they were literally like, I kept trying to be like, hey, I'm a comic, I'm funny. They kept saying like, why would you do this? Why would you take these pictures? I go, comedy, art, funny, haha. They're like, they literally didn't understand. So.
That would have been the most legendary death ever.
On Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Can you imagine if they found that? Oh, dude. I still, every once in a while, just sit there like watching TV and just like shiver, thinking how close it was.
Everybody else
Did
is
you hear
worried
about Bill
I'm
Dawes?
getting canceled.
That's a comedy martyr right there.
Yeah, if you want to hear that full story, look at Casburgers. We have Bill Dawes on. I think we did 2 episodes.
Oh, did we talk about that?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
fuck
I
Lenny.
apologize.
This is a different podcast.
No, this one's good.
Yeah, you guys are good
Actually,
coming.
Casburgers has 37 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long have the Giggleboys been around?
End of December. Yeah. Basically this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, this is episode
I like this
22.
combination.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. We
Yeah.
do too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice married guy, fucking degenerate piece of shit, right there.
Well, originally,
No, I love Eli.
because he was Jewish, we were going to call it Mike and Kikes. And it was going to be really good.
Is that bad?
Right?
But you
Put it on
probably YouTube would remove it, probably, right?
Yeah, but imagine the logo's the candy label. Just my fat face with him in the middle.
So what
Someone
made you
please
stop doing
Photoshop
that?
for us?
Just because we didn't want to get pulled off of YouTube.
It's so weird because if you are,
I don't think we actually considered doing that.
oh, okay, you're just
I
like,
guess we
"Hey,
did.
man."
I sure did. I was
Oh,
ready
you
to
were
type it
serious
in.
about that?
Oh no!
I thought that was a joke.
I didn't jerk off till 14. What are you guys talking about? Fucking late bloomers. Oh man, no, it's been a lot of fun. So, what's been like your favorite room here so far?
I love the Vulcan Sunset Strip. I mean, I haven't done the rooms. I haven't even been to the Creek and Cave yet.
Oh, you got to check
Creek
it
and
out.
Cave
man.
is
It's a lot of
fun. The
Yeah.
whole backyard
The only
area.
thing is, I was never a Comedy Store guy because when I would go to the Comedy Store, it was when Tommy was running it back in the day. He's like, I like you, man. Just keep going. I need more FaceTime. I was like, what does that mean? Just hang out in the foyer
Mm-hmm.
while comics are looking fucking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a shit talker. I don't like being a part of like the fucking gossip and hanging out with one comic who talks shit about that comic, who then comes over to me and talks shit about that comic, because eventually I'm the one who they're going to talk shit about.
Yep.
So I just don't like that world. And Laugh Factory was never like that because it was run by Jamie Masada, who's just sort of like quiet and just glares at people. And
Hell
so
yeah.
it never had that kind of, if you were that guy, people didn't like it. They didn't want you around. It's very like a sequestered area. So I was never a Comedy Store guy that way because I didn't like that vibe. That I think a lot of people can attest to. who've been at
Sure.
Comedy
Yeah,
Store.
no, for sure.
So I don't know what the Creek in the Cave is like, but the idea of like all these comics hanging out, I'm like, oh man, I don't know.
It's
Little Mean Girls action
Yeah,
going on.
I know what you mean. That's exactly what turned me off to the comedy scene in the first place, was just the having to mingle part. To it's like I'm good on stage. Why isn't that enough?
I've always thought that about acting and comedy, but it isn't enough.
Nope.
yeah. I mean, I genuinely enjoy the like circles with comics afterwards
Yeah.
talking shit. Not talking shit about people, but just talking about shit. Like some of
sure.
the like bits you'll start running with just a group of comics. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
true.
being stitches over just retarded stuff. Like
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But when it gets into like the politics of like, oh fuck this person, they won't put me on their show, don't put them on your show. It's like eat a bag of dicks. Like I'm
Yeah.
not doing politics. I'm gonna put who's good on stage. That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
Yeah,
Like-
I know. I don't. I just was never like I was like a shy kid in high school, and I had like speech impediments. I was poor and I had acne, so I'm like I've always been really weird around crowds. You know what I mean? And so I still take that as an adult. I just haven't been able to like ever feel comfortable in front of like a group of people yet.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
feel that.
I feel the same way. But in LA, I felt like it was like the socialization was like fake, and everyone was trying to see what they can get out of each other. And here, I just genuinely like everyone in the comedy scene.
Yeah,
Except for like a few people, but pretty much everyone is like I'm happy to see.
yeah. I mean, except for that one guy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about, right? Just say who it is, because we all know who it is. I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Gary Faust. Yeah. No, we love Gary.
I think the big thing is that people, I mean, I just got to be a more fucking adult, but people take things so personal. You know what I mean? I know that I do. Like, I'll get like a weird, particularly if I'm smoking weed, which I do sometimes all the time. Like, someone will give me a look, I'm like, are they looking at me because I fucking like bombed or they hate my act or whatever the fuck it is? Like, I get really fucking paranoid.
Or
I
if
know
someone like doesn't say hi to me and I know them. Oh, that drives me crazy.
or someone sees your set and they don't say anything afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Which
what I was
is,
about to
which
say.
is fair. Like, they don't have to.
Yeah.
They don't have to be like, dude, holy shit, you changed my life. They don't have to say anything. There's no obligation to tell a
But dude,
comic.
it feels like gaslighting when you come out. You're like, man, I just had a good set, and then the first comic you see as you walk back, like, doesn't fist bump you or anything. You
Yeah.
just keep looking at the stage, like, did I bomb? Like, I thought it was good.
I was getting out of my car yesterday, and some guy's like, "Hey, weren't you on stage the other night?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do you know where I?" And he asked me for directions,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck you, man!" But also, I don't have really a right to be upset.
Yeah.
I know. It's just because we're sensitive. Deep down, like comics were sensitive little bitches, you know.
For sure.
Like we're not cool. We were.
It's insane.
Comics weren't the super cool, popular kid in high school. No matter what you look like, Eli, I promise you weren't the most popular guy in high school.
Oh, you should have seen what I looked like 5 years ago. I was not good
Oh,
looking.
it's awesome.
I didn't get good looking until I was like 22.
Oh, good for you. Ugly duckling syndrome.
Eli was just a huge, just like wigger nerd.
I looked like a school shooter.
Somewhere I have the picture.
Now you look like an adult shooter. What was the opening joke you did? You said like I look like a
Front half of a
serial
centaur.
No, but you like a serial murderer.
Oh yeah, I have resting murderer face.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's funny.
I didn't even realize that until recently. I had several people ask if I was mad, and I was like, no.
That's the
Whoa,
young
Eli, this is you?
Yeah.
Have you shown this on the podcast?
Is that the with the gun?
This is with the fucking pink tie.
The big tie.
Jesus Christ, can you see me?
Okay, that's not indicative of what I dressed like at all.
Yeah.
I was in Vegas.
Sure.
Sure.
You got brass knuckles and a knife
Yeah.
and gold.
Full on mall ninja.
Okay, I love how you say like you're not saying it was Halloween. You're just saying you were in Vegas.
Yeah.
You were in a geographic location, so you dressed like this fucking guy. That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, it's on my Instagram if anyone wants to see the picture. But oh man. Yeah, I was a giant fat kid all through high school, and I was in like the rich community, so I always tried to play that card to get people to like me. But then when they like you for being rich, they don't like you.
Yeah.
So like, well, why didn't anybody like me for me? It's like, well, that's not what you sold them on. You didn't like, you're like, I got a great personality. You just went up there like, my dad has money, come party.
You want to hang out on my yacht?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what really kicked off my momentum in the comedy scene
It's
was
up a little
having
bit,
a flamethrower on stage.
On the far right, 2 under the donut.
Wait, what?
I
One more.
co-hosted a show at Sunset with Mike, and he had me do a character. He had me do a character Elon Musk, so I just pretended to be Elon Musk, and I had the boring company flamethrower, and I like shot it off at one point.
Holy shit!
I wasn't going to, and then the owner was like, "Dude, you got it," and I was like, "That's a terrible idea." And then it started filling the room with propane, and it wouldn't light for a second, and then it smelled like gas the rest of the night.
Holy shit!
But then everyone was coming up to be like, "Oh, you're the guy with the flamethrower."
Yeah,
Oh,
you
come
can
do
look
my
at that
show,
child
bring
and
the
see that he was
flamethrower.
gonna own a flamethrower. Like that picture is very much he's gonna have a flamethrower.
I love that the owner of the place was like, "Yeah, dude, do the flamethrower."
Yeah, and I'm just looking at the wooden ceiling and walls,
Yeah,
And
and
the
all the
low-hanging
humans
lights.
very close by.
Yeah.
and then everyone's like, "Oh, fire!" Cool.
Now that's gotta be your thing. You gotta be like Gallagher, and all
What?
you do is come with a flamethrower.
Yeah, but the point is, people were like, "Enough with the jokes. Let's see the cool toy you have."
Yeah. Yeah, nobody came up to take a picture with him. They're like, hey, can I hold your flamethrower?
Yeah,
So fucking hilarious. Hey man, whatever works, right? Whatever gimmick
whatever
works. For you.
works.
Yeah.
I used to do a show with Theo Vaughn when he was a preppy. So you know,
Oh, wow. I would love
Find
to
your
watch
gimmick.
that. Dude,
I
his
get a lot
voice
of
is so
shit.
fun to listen to.
oh, he's great.
I get a lot of shit for the mullet and looking like Theo Vaughn.
Oh really?
Other than that, I don't. My material's nothing like his.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize you
It's
had a
fun.
mullet.
Really?
I thought you just had a Tim Tebow. What is that hairstyle? Yeah, it's a mullet.
Yeah.
It's gonna get longer and
He
better.
does have like a vaguely Jesus look going on.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm God.
Oh, here we go.
This keeps happening.
At some point, he gets the God grandeur delusion.
I was talking to this girl and she started talking like me and she's like, "I'm immortal. I'm better than everyone." And I was like, she's like, "I'm just trying to be like you." And she's like making fun of me. And I'm like, "No, keep doing that. I like
Yeah,
that."
that's the only way I can get hard.
I could see Eli walking into an AA meeting. They're like, God grant me the serenity. And he's like, okay. You may have it.
Oh, Eli.
Yeah, I relapsed this weekend.
You relapsed calling yourself God? What do you mean?
Oh no, I started drinking again.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. But you just you didn't like go into the program, did you?
No.
You just stopped drinking. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll stop drinking. So you didn't fucking relapse, dude. You
Correct,
just started drinking again.
Oh, I have to go to meetings to be an addict?
No, you have to-
Yes.
yeah. Also that, but also
So
to
I'm
relapse.
not an addict. I don't need to stop drinking.
Yeah. Keep drinking.
Woo! No, I was
We're on
I
the
was
same
pissing
page.
out of my ass for like 3 days.
Wait,
straight.
what made you stop in the first place?
So many reasons. It was just I'm allergic to it. Like sometimes my
All
throat-
alcohol?
Yeah, sometimes my throat closes up and I break out in
Here's a
hives.
fun thing about
it fucks
Eli.
up my stomach.
One
Your
time,
throat closes because there's a dick in it usually.
one time we were over at his house in LA and he was drinking just straight whiskey out of a glass. And I was
Jesus.
like, man, I wish I could do that. I just can't drink straight liquor. And he's like, I couldn't either. And I trained myself to do it. And I was like,
What allergy ain't gonna be the boss of me?
yeah. I was like, what do
I
you mean
wanted
you
to-
trained yourself? He's like, for every day for a year, I just drank straight whiskey until I liked it.
No, it was a week. I just forced myself to drink whiskey out of the bottle because I wanted to be one of those cool guys like in Mad Men with the suit on, just like
Oh god.
I like drinks with flowers in them and stuff.
I do too.
They're so good.
Oh, they're the fucking best.
I can only do that on vacation.
Yeah.
As soon as I touch down, pina colada.
Dude, whatever the drinks are at gay bars, they're so
Oh yeah,
good.
hook me up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the best part of Pride Month. Everything's gonna be rainbow flavored this
Mai
month.
Tais? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, dude, there's a place here that Plaza Colombiana. My wife's been trying to take me, but apparently they make the best Mai Tais in town.
We're going.
Is that by my house?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Dude, I went to Colombia and the food was not good.
Well, probably hard to taste with all the cocaine in your face, right? I haven't eaten in 4 days. This food sucks.
Yeah, it was like $12 a gram there.
We should start Uber
Wait,
Eats
so
here.
wait. I was about to say, because it's obviously illegal still in Colombia, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't guess
How would you
that.
go about getting
coca-
cocaine in Colombia? That would scare the fuck out of me.
I was literally walking up to everyone and I was like,
Hey!
¿Tienes una cargador para mi
Donde
nariz?
está Escobar?
Which translates to, do you have a charger for my nose? Because they were selling phone chargers. And eventually I actually met a guy in Panama who hooked me up with someone. And this guy would just come through and I was like, my heart's gonna explode. I need to get out of this country.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I would definitely not get arrested in a third world country. Like, don't do it. Man.
No way.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, where
Absolutely
the fuck
not.
does white privilege end? I think at like the border of the U.S.
Yes, it for
right?
sure does. Yeah. And that includes Mexico. I don't think white privilege works in Mexico either.
That includes
No.
south of Waco, essentially.
Doesn't include Canada, though.
I don't know if you've been here. What? I didn't say anything.
I want to go to like whatever part of Mexico is closest to here. What is it? What's the city? Because I go to Tijuana when I'm in like California. Huh?
Laredo's still in Texas, but if you go like just straight down to like Brownsville, McAllen area, like right around the Corpus Christi, there's a bunch of little Mexico towns there.
Yeah.
Where like the big crossing is.
So you can just cross there and get your car fixed for cheap and shit.
Yeah, and go get like some good boner pills and stuff. It's
Yeah,
not the same
Tijuana's-
as California though.
Yeah.
Tijuana's a trip.
Yeah.
As soon as you cross the border, it's like hotter and drier, and you lose service.
Yeah.
The air's a different color.
Yeah.
There's a dead guy.
It's true. The air is completely different. And the dogs are like dead and like stiff on the side of the road like that.
Oh,
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Did you go to Hong Kong
In Tijuana?
in Tijuana?
No.
Oh, it's an insane strip club.
Okay, I did go to a strip because what I do when I go to Tijuana, I take cars there and get them fixed and make a little extra money like this.
okay.
And I'll pay a guy like $100 just to take me out for the day, like drive me around to the beaches, Rosarita and Escondido, whatever the fuck it is. And he's like, "I'll take you. I'll show you a good time." He takes me around, get my boner pills, get all my fucking Valium, all my drugs.
Yep.
Beach, coconuts on the beach, fucking dirt buggies, horses. He goes, "I'll take you somewhere special." So I have no idea where he's going to take me. He takes me to the strip club, and it's like a catwalk covered in like soap, like watery soap. And so all the strippers, so awful. They all come out,
It's Mexico,
and they're all
doesn't
like they're
count.
on the ground. They're like on the like lathering themselves with soap. I guess it's pretty hot. You see these fucking guys.
What's with these Mexicans and cleaning?
These guys with the fucking flannelly hats and just like, and they're just literally going, just like fingering them. Every new girl comes in, butthole, vagina.
It's just
Do you know what it was
making
called?
soap
It's
bubbles?
soap, so it's fine.
Do you know what it was called?
It's called hell. I have no idea.
It was probably Hong Kong.
It's called El Fabuloso,
Really?
and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Were all the women covered in soap?
Yeah.
That must be the move. I was like, oh, why are they covered in soap? So fucking gross men can finger them in the front row.
Dude, I got a blowjob on stage in Hong Kong.
Weird.
I could not get hard.
So you got a soft blowjob
Yeah,
on
yeah,
stage?
yeah.
That's pretty embarrassing.
That's way more embarrassing.
Yeah, I was
'cause it
like,
looks
come on, you
smaller.
gotta show these
You're
people.
like,
get
let me think about
harder."
my ex-girlfriend to get hard.
And then she tried to put a dildo up my ass.
And then,
I fucking kicked her across the stage. And I was like, no. No means no in both languages.
I bet she slid pretty far on that soap too, like a slip and
I
slide.
was feeling it going through my thighs. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I can't come yet.
Yeah, that was a weird day. The last time I went to Tijuana, we got stopped and searched by cops on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything.
You send them money and they won't go away.
Yeah, my friend had like $220 in his wallet, like $200 and a $20 bill. They searched him, opened his wallet, just took the 20, and they're like, "Have a good day."
Yeah,
Oh, that's
exactly.
cool.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is nice.
So yeah, he left the $200 in there.
Yeah, that's a good man. Well, at $20 there is like 3 weeks salary, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Something like that. I don't know the conversion rate, but I assume the peso's still doing poorly.
Yeah.
I'm not big into
I don't know.
Forex.
The U.S. dollar's catching up.
That's why I'm
going
all in
down.
on crypto.
Are you on crypto for real?
Not much. I'm middling with. I have like $200.
Are you telling me
on
that
it.
you do Dogecoin? Is
Yeah.
that your way of saying you do Doge?
I bought a bunch. I got a free Apple stock on Robinhood.
Oh, wow.
And then I sold that to buy GameStop, and then that went up a bunch, and I sold that and bought Dogecoin with it.
Oh.
And then I held that for a little while, and then I just sold that because I was poor.
Is Dogecoin still
He's
going up?
basically a hedge fund manager.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to give my money to you. You know what you're doing. Holy shit.
So it was all because of Reddit. I didn't do anything because of my own.
You got
thoughts.
one free stock.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Good
And,
for
and
you.
well, it was also like a lottery stock to get Apple from
Yeah,
them.
yeah, for
Because like
sure.
the other 6 free ones I ended up getting were like Agenus that were worth like 60
Or like
cents.
Sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Cricket Wireless had stocks.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how Reddit is manipulating the stock market.
I love it.
Is it still happening? I haven't been following.
Yeah, AMC and GameStop are like way up.
Dude, the subreddit Super Stonk.
Super skunk?
Stonk, S-T-O-N-K.
Yeah.
There's the meme picture of the guy that says stonks with the little thing in the back.
Yeah.
But Super Stonk. So after Wall Street Bets started getting like infiltrated by all the hedge fund managers, they moved over to Super Stonk, where it's like a little more restrictive on the posting policies. But they've been all in on AMC and GameStop for a minute, and like everyone posts like a really big number. I don't read any of them, but they keep posting them and they look good.
I bet you AMC is actually a legitimate stock to invest in right now.
For sure,
'Cause
they're
people,
blowing back up because of the fucking movies opening.
And I tell you what, like this is what I learned about going to movies recently after not going for like a year and a half. Is even if a movie is shitty in a movie theater, you're going to focus and watch it.
They still have your money.
If they're shitty in streaming, I just stop watching it. You know what I mean? I start texting or whatever. But a movie, you're like, okay, I'm here for the rides, piece of fucking shit, but keep going, Army of the Dead.
I think it's insane that all like the dumb, stupid shit is what's like running the world now. Like all these memes and jokes are becoming like financial tools, and it makes me like question how much of human history is just like really stupid memes.
Absolutely.
Like the hieroglyphs being like a message. What if they're just fucking around? Look at this guy with a pigeon head.
Dude, like our first thing we got on cuneiform was like
On what?
Cuneiform was like where writing started.
I'm learning so many words from Mike today.
That's all he's got.
Yeah, in like ancient Sumer, they would use like a wedge tool on clay tablets, and that was the first writing called cuneiform. Okay. And the first thing we have is like an accounting of grains, and it was like this is how much we have in stock. And the second thing is a dick joke.
You're
Like-
fucking.
like,
You know what
I'm
the
dead
dick
serious.
joke is?
No, but it's like something that was like statistics to the like relevant to the how much grain it was.
I fucking love
It's like
that.
he has so much grain, he must have a big dick. It's like the first thing is how much grain. he
That
has, the
holds
second
true
is his dick's
today,
big.
by the
Yeah.
way. That adage.
Yeah.
Yeah, dick drawings are pretty ancient. You could go. I've been all over the world. Everywhere I go, there's a fucking.
Yeah, any museum you go to in the fucking world, there's a fucking dude with a big hog like, hey, check me out.
Dude, it's awesome. It's so funny.
I mean, they made buildings that look like dicks.
Yeah.
I think architecture is just a huge dick measuring contest.
Dude, look at the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
It's literally a giant dick, and this is the most Texas
look
thing
at the-
ever.
look
The
at the Wiz
tallest monument
Khalifa.
is the San Jacinto Monument, which is exactly like the Washington Monument, but with a star on top to make it taller. That's our Texas move. So we have the tallest monument and then the tallest capitol because we put a thing on top of it too.
That's so funny.
We're
and then
all about
and then
dicks.
they got the Wiz Khalifa,
Yeah.
the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the tallest building in the world in Dubai.
Ah.
Dubai's ridiculous, man. They
Dude,
just
I
have,
wanna
like,
be a
solid-
I've
Sultan
never
so
been. Have you
bad.
been there?
No,
They have a thriving comedy scene apparently.
no
Really?
way.
Yeah, in Dubai, like a lot of American comics go there. Start shows.
Women can't show
So
their
I'm fucking my
ankles.
camel, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the jokes are.
Yeah, that's like in Saudi Arabia. I went to Saudi Arabia to do shows.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
and they were like, "Oh, it's fine. It's the new Saudi Arabia." But if you say a joke about this, you'll be beheaded. I'm like, cool. Like they still do. Whenever people like want to shit on America
Yeah.
and how America is the most racist, shitty place and how horrible we are to women, look at every fucking country ever in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens to women in Saudi Arabia? Like, if you go out in public without your man, you can get stoned and humiliated. If you get pregnant without being married, you get killed.
You know, if you used to bomb on stage, they would like, just throw anything at you, whatever's in reach, like bottles and rocks.
I think we should bring that back. I've had to sit through some painful sets, and
Like-
it's like I could throw something at them. And
Oh,
not
that'd be great. If they, yeah,
chastised.
bring back a show where you could bring tomatoes.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
Okay,
Eggs,
I'm
like,
not gonna.
that could be a
perform.
problem. But tomatoes?
Yeah,
Tomatoes would be cool.
And-
Tomatoes were a
if-
watered down version of what they actually used.
Yeah.
grenades.
No, just like hard objects.
Yeah.
I think if the venue like pre-selected some softer tomatoes,
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
just like for an extra $10 on your ticket, you get to throw this.
Yeah, but then some asshole's going to ruin it because they're going to take one fucking really hard tomato,
Oh yeah.
just whiz it. It's
Yeah.
going to be Eli.
yeah, absolutely. He is the reason we have rules for sure.
I wouldn't be able to throw that accurately.
But
Yeah,
were
that's
you were an athlete, right?
No.
You
Isn't
were
that
never
great?
like football, baseball, nothing?
No.
Dude, I have on several occasions been with him at a show and then gone to like throw him my keys, and he's like, "Nah."
So wait, what happened? So you're like,
I'm very uncoordinated.
did
It
your
just
parents
looks
try to
like
get
the
you into
Duke lacrosse
sports?
team.
You're like, I'm too busy crushing puss, Dad. Why would I do sports?
No, I was into like drawing and making music. And
Oh, you were
writing
like
and
an
stuff.
art kid.
Yeah.
Were you doing theater? No.
His dad was
A little bit. My dad went to college for musical theater. I'm pretty sure he's gay.
No, he is.
By that merit,
Wait,
you are
are
too,
you
though.
serious? You think his dad's gay?
No, he definitely.
We
is.
all think my dad's gay.
The first time I brought.
Why haven't you asked him?
I did, and he said he's not.
Just the way that was relayed is like, I did. He said he's not. He's like, I am not gay, Eli.
I was like, Dad, just admit that you're gay. It's not a big deal.
I thought that it was like a joke, like my dad's gay, haha, theater major thing. And so the first time that his dad got to see him perform, I'm bringing Eli on stage in Huntington Beach, and I was like, "This next comic's got a gay dad. Give it up for Eli Alfred." And Eli just has to go on
His
stage.
dad's now. It's like,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, my dad is not a huge fan of my comedy.
Yeah.
He's happy for me though.
Yeah. Are your dad and mom still together?
No, my dad lives in Panama.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What's he doing in Panama?
Fucking
Man.
living off of his social security money.
Yeah, if he's definitely gay.
No, he does a lot of harps or harmonica.
Yeah.
He does it like about once a week. I'll be like, check out this video my dad sent me. It's just him with a bunch of like 6-year-old women playing harmonica. It's fucking
Yeah,
incredible.
he's like in some like elderly white hippie commune in the middle of Panama.
You gotta go
And he's
visit him.
loving it.
You gotta go visit him.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Bring a camera. Let's all go.
Oh, yeah, me and my-
That'd be a great fucking trip.
Yeah, we should all go.
Give me a
Giggleboys
great
on
documentary.
location.
Yeah. Oh, is it open yet?
Who cares?
Eli finds his father.
And his father finds himself. Right?
I don't know, but I think it's just because my mom was so crazy that he was just like, I don't want to deal with women anymore.
You know what you could
That
do?
might be the
Just
case,
bring
too.
like a really hot dude down there with us and just trap him.
Yeah. The Parent Trap too.
I thought about that.
The butthole trap. I love it.
What if we just brought Lindsay Lohan? Made it a true sequel.
Oh.
She's a girl. It ruined it. I forgot.
Yeah, I was thinking about giving her a haircut. I don't like that.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Oh, faggot father.
Whoa.
Whoa, now we're
Okay.
canceled.
Well, there goes performing.
You
anyway
can't
on
say
hockey.
the F word.
That's what my
father.
mom
You gotta call
calls
him
him.
dad.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. Does she really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
So
it's
I-
fine if you were quoting
I
something.
asked her something and she was like, go ask your faggot father.
So I
His
guess
brother's
they
just
don't get
nodding in
along.
the distance.
No, they don't talk.
Well, they don't talk at all.
No, and it has had zero impact on my relationships with women.
None.
Surprisingly.
That's so weird.
That's the documentary. Is you have your parents reconcile. Tell them you have cancer. I know this is a little dark, but go with me.
It's fine.
You have
just said
cancer.
that.
And the only thing that will make you feel better is if your parents get along and hug each other.
I
And
think
after they hug, you go, ha ha, fuckers, I don't have cancer.
I think my
Oh.
dad would just be like, have fun in the hospital.
Damn, no, come on.
Come on, just fake cancer. What's the harm? What's the harm in that?
Get rid of all the hair on the top. Think about the new material you'll get from Bald Eli.
Yeah.
No, you can't fake cancer and
Yeah, you can.
make people happy about
bring
it.
your
Tig
parents
Notaro
together?
did it. Tig Notaro faked cancer and got... No, that was real. I'm kidding. She really had cancer. I'm sorry.
She chopped off her boob for
Wait,
that
who?
joke.
Tig Notaro, it doesn't matter. She was like the OG Nanette. She was
Who?
She was Hannah Gadsby before Hannah Gadsby.
Oh.
Tig Notaro got breast cancer, and she did a bit about having breast cancer, like right after she got diagnosed, I think. Or she had
Yeah.
She did it on purpose.
She's like, before my special, I'm a chain smoke a bunch.
Yeah, through my tits.
Yeah, that's why Mike's getting fatter.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a diabetes special.
He lost a bunch of weight, then he ran out of material. His other lungs started working again, and he's like, I need to write more.
No, dude, righty's still out. My right lung is dog shit. It doesn't do much. It's okay.
I still think the cancer thing is going to work.
Oh, speaking of things. Oh wait, no, this works really well. Let's go to our sponsor.
Yeah.
Listen up, fellas, because today we have a new Manscaped product alert. Manscaped just released the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. Take a look in the mirror, and I guarantee you'll see hair sticking out of those holes. It's time to keep your ear and nose hair looking as nice as your clean-shaven pubes. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs.
Yeah.
And above the lip.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this. So when I was like in like middle school to high school, I used to pull my nose hairs out so that I could cry. So if I needed to like cry on command, I brought like a pair of tweezers with me and I would just pull a nose hair out. But the problem is now that I've gotten older, this is so distracting. Is it
You're a
working?
manipulative bastard.
Maybe, but like, anyways, if I'd had one of these, I wouldn't have been crying because like it doesn't even hurt.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the
Yeah.
code GIGGLE at manscaped.com.
Code Giggle, your nose will go whack your weeds. What are you waiting for? And we're back. Wow, we're so professional with those ad reads.
Yeah. They need to give us more money.
Yeah, we should get all the money. That'd be great.
You should give us equity.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love equity in a company. That sounds good.
You know, maybe I'm going to buy one with your code. See if that like.
That would be
That would be
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
That would be incredible.
If we sell enough, we'll get money
Yeah,
eventually.
sure. You have to say something really controversial to get all of America.
Well, I think you turned off the Islam audience, which is the main market for hair trimmers.
Yeah.
God, I'm not That's why I hate about it. It's like Islamophobic and all that shit. So I'm not Islamophobic. I just look at, I study religions. I look at and I compare how stupid they all are, and that's one of the more stupid ones.
Yeah, Muhammad fucked a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
And then the Muslim scholars went and were like, no, Aaliyah wasn't 7, she was 9. Like, they thought they made it better
What's
by
your
that.
favorite religion?
Well, Mormonism is the fucking best because it's hilarious. And
It's
Scientology.
so funny. Have you watched the undercover Mormon guy with the GoPro? Where he
No.
goes and does the secret handshakes they make you do?
No.
Dude, it's awesome. So the higher up you get in Mormon, the more like sneaky they are about shit. And they have a bunch of ceremonies where there's one where you're supposed to be like reaching through a door and shaking hands with Joseph.
Yeah.
And so they like have to do like a special like Bloods Crips handshake, but it's just old chubby white dudes. And this one dude wore a GoPro under his big smock and filmed it
Yeah.
all. And like there's a whole ex-Mormon community on
That's the
Reddit.
thing that
It's
pisses me off
amazing.
is like I could shit on Mormons for the rest of my life and no one would give a shit. If I make one joke about Islam and it's like, oh my God, you're fucking Islamophobe, you're a racist. It's like, no.
It's not like they're gonna clash their bicycle into a building, you know?
Yeah.
Like what are Mormons gonna
Of
do?
all the religions that you should be able to poop on a little bit, I think Islam is one of them.
Yeah, I think you
You know
should be
what I
able to shit on all
I
of
feel
them.
like 10th Planet is turning into a religion.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely a cult.
Yeah, we trained at the same place in LA.
Yeah, 10th Planet West. Yeah.
Yeah, have you been training out here?
I haven't been, man. I got to find a place.
The 10th Planet here is amazing.
I've heard that, yeah.
It's
But I
far
don't
for
do
you.
no gi. I do gi, you know?
Yeah.
So,
You're purple belt, right?
brown belt, motherfucker.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, wow.
But I went to a couple places and I rolled with one. I don't want to say the place, but I rolled with like the teacher. He wasn't the lead teacher, he was one of the teachers. And I was like better than him. I was like, I don't want to fucking come here. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I
Like
tried
LA, you got
Aces here
great
for a
people.
few months, and I did
Oh.
not care for it.
That was the place.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I was gonna say they had like a Groupon, and I went in, and the first day the guy was like, "All right, so the first one we're gonna teach you how to like have someone in guard." And I basically just sat there with my legs around him. And he was like, "All right, so this works. No, I'm gonna do it too." So he did that for 30 minutes. I was like, "No, like I've
When do we
been."
stop until I come?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, the guy was like, hey, we're considered the Cobra Kai of Austin Jiu-Jitsu. I'm like, I'm gone.
Yeah. Bye.
You know, well, okay, stupid.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah, no, the teachers at Austin are all super top notch and good people.
planet.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, there's a lot of jiu-jitsu going around here. you know?
Yeah. People talk about Joe Rogan reinvigorating comedy, but look what he did to jujitsu.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's not going to open a gym with him in town?
Yeah, I got a match coming up that I'm doing in a luchador mask.
Mm-hmm.
I already did that once before, but I'm excited.
A
It's gonna be in
kickboxing
cage.
match?
No, jujitsu.
A legitimate match.
Yeah.
Not IBJJ.
Yeah. It's called Catch in the
You
Cage.
can't
It's
wear a
cage.
mask in jiu-jitsu.
I did, and nobody told me not to, and I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, this is like a bunch of people in a fucking backyard with a mat. That's not like a recognized
No, they're like
competition.
selling tickets. There's like a cage built up.
Because someone could just fucking. That seems crazy that you could do that.
It is. I have the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
can't
fucking
believe that-
hilarious.
There's at one point too, his coach is hilarious and yelling shit at him through it. But Eli has the guy like pinned up against the cage, and then he goes to fix his mask, and his coach's like, "Don't fix your mask, you're pretty."
Wait, you hadn't been. It was a jiu-jitsu match if you're against a cage.
It's called Catch in the Cage.
Ah, okay.
It's catch wrestling.
Got it.
I
So
don't
no
know what that is.
striking.
No striking, and no pulling guard or butt scooting. Basically, if you hold a position
What do
too
you do
long,
if
they'll
you get
stand you
worms?
back up.
You can't butt scoot.
Yeah, it's
How'd
that
it
was
go?
fun.
How'd the competition go? Did you win?
no, it was submission only. I was whooping his ass the whole time, but I didn't get a tap.
Yeah. So how'd he get a tap on you?
He didn't. It was a tie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he didn't lose, but he didn't win.
Got it. Yeah.
Which I told him to just start telling people he won.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
stop boring us with the results. So why no
See,
one-
the way it works is here. I brought along a short film to illustrate.
That's why no one watches fucking soccer. Like, oh, it ends in a draw.
So-
Great sport.
So let me explain the history of luchador masks.
Yeah.
That was like a last minute thing too. My coach was like, "You should wear a luchador mask." I pretty much just do whatever my coach says because he has like this grand vision, and I trust it.
This time you're gonna bring out a flamethrower. Okay.
I was thinking about pulling out a gun, just be like, "All right, tap."
Yeah. Oh man.
But I'll go. I'll train with you sometime. Next time you're going. I mean, don't really do no gi, but I'll do it. Actually, I did no. I rolled with Joe Rogan no gi.
Oh, nice.
When I was still like at Eddie Bravo's place when it was back in La Brea. So I just started. Like it was a year in, 2 years in. and I was like a fucking chew toy for a fucking Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
He's so fucking strong. I mean, granted, I was new then, but
So you're saying you could kick his ass now?
I want a rematch.
Yeah.
I would like a rematch, Joe.
I went and joined a place. I was living in like East LA, like towards like little east of Pasadena, right before the pandemic hit, and I went and joined this place called Sampa. So I went in, I got a gi, and like, I'm trying to get in shape and stuff. And there was no one else that was big enough, like, to go against me that was like not just a white belt as well. So I would just go against the very small teacher who was a black belt and was amazing. And it was so crazy to see this like 150-pound man just moving my 270-pound body like to his will. Like, so you'll grab here, and pull, and I would just fall on the ground. Like, wait, I was standing. Like,
it's fucking crazy.
Insane the way you can just move people around.
Yeah, the shit you can do with leverage is insane.
It's like the opposite of being a doctor. You find which way the human body's supposed to move, and then do the
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I wonder if a doctor would be great at jujitsu because they're
dude,
smart.
Do you that one doctor at
Dr. Payne?
Come on,
blue eyes.
Dr. Sherlock Holmes. Did you see him in the movie?
No, fuck, I can't remember his name. He had like white hair and piercing blue eyes. He was a black belt at 10th Planet West LA.
This just sounds like a sex
He
fantasy.
was a surgeon.
Oh, Dr. Rob.
Yeah, Dr. Rob.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy was fucking scary.
Yeah, he was.
Cool.
But he's like part, like there's something like he's 3 generations from Mongolia or something. There's something weird going on with that guy.
Part wolf
Like
or
he's
something.
and because
Everything he does hurts.
he is an ape. Like you can literally, he's white, so I can call him that. He's a fucking ape. he is like strong like an ape. He's got to be like 65 now or something like that.
Oh, do they do like special ed jujitsu? Because I feel like those guys are insanely
Wait,
strong.
there was a guy with Down syndrome that did an MMA fight.
But it was still.
Oh, that's what Diego Sanchez. That was just for charity. Make-A-Wish.
Did you guys watch Peanut Butter Falcon?
Yeah.
My last wish would be to beat up a retarded person.
Oh no.
We can do 2 in 1.
Thanks for coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. This is our last show.
Dude, there's a movie called Peanut Butter Falcon.
I like that movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Without spoiling too much, the story is Shia LaBeouf takes a guy with Down syndrome to become a professional wrestler.
Does he actually have Down syndrome?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nothing you can just act, really.
Yeah, you can't like do that with makeup. It's not tiptoes.
You do a pretty good job.
Oh, that was nice. That was
The
nice.
worst part of the movie, though, is at one point the guy with Down syndrome and him have like a bonding moment, and then he starts dancing on the shore. And he's just in whitey tighties, and he's dancing, and I'm watching with my wife, and she goes, "Look, he dances like you." And the worst part is like he does dance like me. I was like, "Shit, that's my move."
You know what's also sad about that is Peter Butter Falcon, like Shia LaBeouf is like the lead next, and it was like his sort of like redemption. Look, he's friends with his kid with Down syndrome. What a nice man. We forgive you. And then like a month later, it's like some girl's like, he used to beat the fuck out of me. It's like, okay,
And he would always let this retarded guy tap in.
oh god,
Life
I'm
imitates
glad I'm
art.
not saying this.
Oh man.
Domestic violence.
In conclusion,
Yeah.
the thing. No.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like if we get enough viewers, we'll get canceled. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, right.
If enough people see
To
this,
get canceled is almost like a compliment. Like things are working out for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone who gets canceled becomes better. We were talking about how I think Tony got funnier after getting canceled.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I
He
know,
got
and
funnier in
he's
2
already
weeks?
funnier.
Where have you been seeing him go up?
Vulcan.
Okay.
And I saw him at the Creek in the Cave doing the Filthy Show,
Yeah.
which was a perfect spot for him, too.
Yeah.
He came up to a standing ovation and people chanting his name.
Oh,
and his
wow.
first, 8 minutes was just talking about the situation. And, even people I knew that were there that don't like him were like, that's fucking funny.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
He did well. Well, he's a funny guy. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about
for
it.
sure. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he gained followers out of the whole ordeal. It's just I don't know.
Well, it's changed up because there's so many avenues to make money and so many ways you're not beholden to
Tell me one of them.
William Morris. Well, I mean, you're not beholden to agents or it used to be like if you're crossing the studios or you don't have an agent, whatever, you're dead. But now you can do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? There are people like Rocky Dale Davis. He doesn't need a fucking studio or any fucking agent to do whatever the fuck he wants. He can
And he gets paid.
He gets paid. He'll continue to get paid too. I mean, Theo Vaughn's one of these guys. Like TV and movies have been coming after him for a while. He's like, nah, I got my thing.
Yeah,
Why fuck with it?
Yeah.
I get it.
I want to get to that point.
Yeah,
There
I
we
want to
go.
get a thing. I need a thing. Giggleboys,
I
please
wouldn't
get
be
a
able to.
thing.
It is nice. So I think about these guys. I was in New York working with the Legion of Skank guys for a while, and they're all cool guys. I get along with them, right? But man, to be in that place where you can literally say whatever the fuck you want,
Yeah.
I'll never be there. Because first of all, I just fucking, it just makes me uncomfortable. But number two, like, I'm too worried about getting a guest star on Bones.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? But there's a part of me that's still like, maybe Disney will cast me in something. But I love the idea of like, I don't fucking give a shit about anything corporate or anything Hollywood. It's a fucking nice place to be, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the Legion of Skanks guys are great. Luis J. Gomez is fucking hilarious. I saw his set at Vulcan the other night.
Oh, he was there? Yeah.
Yeah, and every joke I was like, yeah, that's a great point.
yeah. Those guys are real fun. And there's like a certain allure to that. They can say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
I think we got to wrap it up pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that. Well, let's all say our favorite racial slur, and then we'll get out of here. Eli, you're first. Do they have any Muslim racial slurs?
Oh. Yeah.
I know the
Think
sand
the
N-word.
N-word, but with sand.
Yeah, no, I know that one, but I mean that's not very creative. That's not like
that's true.
unique to them.
Yeah.
That could be.
Can you
that
believe
whole-
that? Like, the worst thing you say is a derivative of something you say about another race.
Yeah, like that's how good America is at racial slurs. Is that like,
Or like
your racial
potato.
slurs are just ours with more words?
Potato for Irish.
Yeah. Potato.
No, you got Mick. That
Well,
was-
if you call an Irish person a patty, like a real Irish person, they will fight you. You're like, hey, you patty. They're like, oh, how dare you?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna test that out.
dude,
Yeah.
we should test that out.
And this is how they fight all of them. Like this.
Dude, I went to Ireland and like the stereotypes because my family is super duper Irish and we had a family castle. So my dad was like, "Hey, we're gonna go find the family castle." And we go out there and we're staying in Dublin. And at just 2 and 3 in the afternoon, there are grown men just passed out on the street,
Oh, yeah.
leaned up against each other. And I went into a bar because I was, I think, 15, 16 at the time, and I went into a bar and I'm wearing a Ralph Lauren sweater with a big American flag. And 2 guys at the end of the bar start yelling about it. And one of them is like, "He's just a kid, don't fuck with him." And the other one's like, "Fuck you." And they start hitting each other with stools. A whole bar fight breaks out. And they're all like, just what? There's a couple dudes like next to me just like. And I'm like 16 and I end up getting hit with a stool and I have this big bruise on my knee. And I go back to my hotel room. I'm like, "Dad, Ireland
Yeah.
rules." Like,
That's a great story.
All right, our producers are yelling at us.
Oh,
Please
yeah.
like and subscribe or whatever.
yeah, and go follow Bill Dawes everywhere he's at.
Yeah.
DAWES.
Bill Dawes on Instagram.
Yeah, go follow Bill.
Thanks for watching.